Weber State head coach Jay Hill now joins us in studio. Well, game week is here, Coach.
I know. Can't wait. Thursday, big day.
What's the couple of things that you need to get accomplished before you kick it off on Thursday against Kyle Whittingham?
Oh, just a little bit more preparation for what we saw on the University of Utah from last year, their offense, defense. A little bit more just clean up as far as our own execution goes, and, you know, can't wait for Thursday.
What's it like going up against a man that coached you, a guy that's a mentor? What is it like as a coach going up and having a matchup like that?
Well, this is fun. You know, I got to do it 2 years ago against Gary Anderson when he was at Oregon State, and it's fun pre-game because you get to go out and shake their hand and talk a little bit and just wish each other good luck. And then when the ball's kicked off, all that stuff goes out the window and it's football. But I look forward to it.
Now, last year you went to Cal. Of course, Cal not close to being as good as Utah. But Kyle Whittingham's been saying all week, we're not overlooking these guys. You almost beat Cal. You should have beat Cal last year. So does that give you any advantage or any help going into this year saying, all right, we can hang?
I don't think so. And Cal's well coached, and they weren't overlooking us either. And you know Coach Witt is not going to allow his team to overlook anybody. I don't care what jersey comes out of the tunnel. He ain't going to let his team overlook anybody. So I don't think that really happens that much in college football. Now the players, I don't know, but I guarantee this has been ingrained in their players. Don't overlook these guys because you got to treat every game the same.
And what's your message been to your guys?
Just that. You know, we got to come out of the tunnel. It doesn't matter what jersey comes out of the other tunnel. We got to play as hard as we can. We got to go out there and execute, abide by our plan to win. You know, I don't care who you're playing. If you go out there and turn the ball over 4 or 5 times, it's going to be ugly. And I know that. We can't do that against these guys on Thursday. We got to go out there and execute a clean game plan and do our darndest not to turn it over and fight like crazy to the bitter end and see what happens.
You bring back so much experience, with the exception of quarterback. Yeah. And everyone's wondering, who's going to be the quarterback at Weber State? You haven't named a starter yet. What's the latest? No,
it's been a huge battle all through camp, and I've seen 3 guys really emerge as the ones that can lead us to victory. That's Rathan Reisdorf, Caden Jenks, and Jake Constantine. All 3 of those guys we can win with. I know that. It'll be fun to watch them develop throughout the rest of this week and see what happens on game day. But we've got a good supporting cast around them, so I can't wait to see how those guys play.
So if you did go with a freshman, you're throwing a freshman into a game against a Pac-12 opponent. How do you prepare a young quarterback like that for what he would see if he's the guy?
Well, Caden Jenks, the quarterback you're talking about, is a freshman right now. He won 27 straight games in high school. And if you can get him to just go back to those roots and just say, you know what, you've done this before. You've played well in these big games before. You've won 2 state championships. You've played in these games. Now go treat this opponent just like anybody else. And, you know, we're going to have to do a good job of not letting the crowd get crazy and get in the game and keep Sac Lake City, you know, down low, and hopefully they don't go crazy with their D-line and stuff like that. But I know one thing, I love our offensive line. I love our running game right now. And if we can just go in there and just make some plays early and get some confidence rolling, you never know.
Even though you lost a couple of playmakers, Stephen Cantwell, the quarterback, Vollert, the tight end, you still have some guys that can make plays that are very quick and can do it.
Absolutely. We've got 5 All-Americans returning on this team. We lost some key pieces. I mean, you mentioned Taron Johnson, who's now playing for the Buffalo Bills, Vollert, who's playing for the Cardinals right now. McKay Murphy's still playing great with the Rams. So we lost some really key difference makers for our team. But that happens every year on every college football team. It'll be fun now to see who steps up and takes on that role for this year.
You mentioned those players that are now in the NFL. That's something fairly new for Weber State. This is exciting for you guys. Number 8 in the country. All this momentum you have, all that success, are you seeing a difference when you go out recruiting and you're telling players about what Weber State is and trying to tell your story?
Oh, yeah. I think this is the best recruiting class that we've had since I've been at Weber State for sure, maybe ever. The freshmen are just absolutely outstanding. And you never want to comment too early about a freshman class, but these guys look outstanding. And our sophomore class, quite frankly, is the same way. You know, going into this Utah game, we've got 4 starting linemen that are all sophomores, and our tight end is a freshman, and our quarterback could be a freshman, and 2 of our top wide receivers are freshmen or sophomore. We're young, but they're talented, and the future of the program is very, very bright.
4 days.
I know. Can you believe that?
Let's do it.
Big smiles right now. Hey, we'll see you Thursday in Rice-Eccles, Coach.
Can't wait.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.